Shut the door, it's episode 104.
What he said.
Yeah, and much more.
Sure, we'll go with
we're
it.
gonna settle the score. That's all I got.
I feel like let's not take it any farther.
There's no more.
Hey, there was one more.
If I had more, it would be a bore.
Well, I think episode 104 is
My
done.
rhymes have gotten sore.
I think we're done now.
Yeah, we're done. Okay, 104.
So that's the end?
Yep.
Okay,
Thanks for coming.
bye.
Bye. Oh wait, no, we just started.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Oh, we always get that messed up, man.
Dang. Well, since drag racing's a big thing,
Yeah.
we got some drag racing footage.
And it's been cold out.
And it has been really cold though. It's minus 31
Yeah.
without the wind. So it's cold.
Colorado was not happy starting this morning.
No, I would imagine
My
not.
command star quit working.
No, shoot dang
My
fart,
fob
eh?
is broken.
Farts. Anyway, he's Chris.
And that's Aaron.
We're here for episode 104.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here. So, we have some cool footage.
Yep.
The build of URC001 is getting closer and closer to completion.
Oh, guys.
So it's a full walkthrough on how to maybe convert your Bandit over to a drag car.
Mm-hmm.
Say something like this Corvette right here. As Chris, I think, what did you name it? What did you name this?
RuPaul.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Favorite parts. But
RuPaul.
we're gonna show you how to convert
It's
it,
got
limit
the
the
good,
shocks.
like, eyeliner on it and everything too.
It's colorful.
Yeah.
I'll own it. So we're gonna show you how to droop your shocks, set all
Yep.
that stuff up, do all the extra good stuff that we've been doing to all of our personal cars that we found would actually work. So it's gonna be a really in-depth on how to convert your car over and the little tips and tricks that we've kind of learned along the way. So we want to show everybody how to do it if you're gonna do your own. So do you want to do that first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's some footage of URC001.
Get it in ya.
What he said. Okay, so we got the full car part. So the things that we will not need are pretty much the receiver box, because this receiver box will not transfer over to this car. So it is the option. You can put the TRA 5624 receiver box in there. You can put that option in the new car and just leave that one and sell it off. Do whatever you're going to do with this chassis. So we don't need the chassis, don't need the receiver box, don't need the battery hold down, don't need the speed control plate. All this could just whoop, right over there. So all we're left with is front assembly. So this is the bulkhead, arms, all the good stuff. We're left with the rear assembly, which honestly, we don't need the rear tires, so we can put those to the side as well. And then we have all of our electronics. So we have the motor, speed control, and obviously motors in the back of this. So motor, speed control, servo, receiver. That's all we have left. Don't really have a whole heck of a lot left. So now, first things first, before we start installing this stuff onto the new chassis, I would highly recommend putting your Proline adjustable body mounts on right now. So the part number for those is there, PRO6070-00. Highly recommend putting those on now, just because the front tower, which is this one right here, has those 3 screws, and they attach here and here. So I would highly recommend before you put this on the chassis, so it's sitting like this, it's all nice and angled, it's not flat. When it's sitting down like that, is a royal pain in the butt to try and get the 2 screws into this body mount here. So I'd highly recommend putting this on before you install the front assembly onto the new chassis. Highly recommend that. Thing number 2 we highly recommend doing before you install the rear section onto that chassis would be taking apart the transmission housing. So taking this apart, splitting it in half. So there's one half, there's the other half. Splitting it in half, and then either installing really, really heavy diff oil into the planetary, like 20 million from Traxxas, or putting in the hot racing spool assembly. For this one, we are gonna add the hot racing spool assembly. So we are gonna rip this apart before we put it together. So first things first, let's gonna get the Proline body mounts on the front clip, get the front clip installed on the chassis, then that's one less thing we have sitting on the workbench. Then we can get the servo installed, receiver, and the new receiver box installed, and then all that stuff's kind of taken care of, just less hardware sitting on the bench. So we have everything on the front here of the Cow RC work mat. These are really awesome. These are a couple other odds and ends I have for some other builds, but they keep all the hardware separate. So awesome. Thank you, Cow RC, for helping us out with that. So yeah, let's work on the front clip here, get that installed, and we'll go from there. We got the Proline kit out of the bag. We got the parts that we're going to need for this assembly. So one thing on the Bandit is they never actually came with body mounts. The actual body mount for the front was mounted onto the top plate of the chassis, or top deck, depending on what you want to call it. But Proline is ever so gracious. They give us some hardware. So we're going to use 2 of these button head screws to mount this plate onto the shock tower there. And they also give us the 4mm grub screws. Those grub screws go inside these body posts there. And they also give us 4 O-rings. Everyone asks, what the heck are these O-rings for? So when you thread these grub screws into the top of the post, you actually use this O-ring over top of that grub screw on the body post. And what it does is it gives a little bit of tension on the body, and once you lock the cap down on the grub screw, it's not going to rattle around as much on you. It gives it kind of a soft cushion. So we're going to get this installed. One of the pro tips that I can give you on this, however, is normally Proline wants you to mount it this way with the Proline logo up. So that is going to look just like that mounted on the front clip. For us though, we normally actually mount these upside down, just like this. So it actually gets the body mount and the weight a little bit lower in the chassis, and then we take advantage of the adjustability on these posts to get us the proper height of the body. They give you really super long rear ones, which normally we cut off, but the front ones I would not recommend cutting until you've actually mounted your body and get the height correct with the shocks. We do put limiters in the shocks, but we'll talk about that later. So let's get this installed, let's get the front clip installed, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we got the whole front end done. We got the Proline body mounts installed, ready to go. So now we can start working on getting the servo mounted to the new front lower bulkhead from the LCG conversion chassis. That kit is part number TRA5830. It's an awesome kit. Comes with the bulkhead chassis. It's also going to come with the new battery tray, a battery tray mount. It's going to come with some extra foam, some extra hardware that we're going to need to install it. It also comes with an extra set of progressive rear springs. We haven't tried these yet. For this build, we are just going to use the standard springs that come with the Bandit there. So let's get all of this stuff converted over. Let's get all this stuff mounted up. And then when this is all together, we can start working on the front of the chassis and working our way back to the rear end section there. So let's start with this and go from there. Okay, so we got the whole front clip installed here. All we got to do is bolt the 3 bolts for the bottom of the bulkhead to the front bulkhead itself. So bulkhead skid, I guess we can call this big under tray here. Biggest thing though I want to say is the biggest thing that I see a lot of people miss when they're building this is there's 2 Teflon washers. So there's one up top on each post and there's one on the bottom of each post. You want to make sure you put the Teflon washer on the bottom and the top, because it is actually there for spacing. So a lot of people miss the one on the bottom, and then these bolts actually rub on the bottom of this skid here. But also the biggest thing is with the top, you have a little bit of play built into it, but you also don't want to tighten these bolts too hard because then this bell crank assembly isn't going to move smoothly. So just a tip as you're building it, watch out for that. But let's get this installed, and then the whole front clip assembly installed onto the chassis. Perfect. So we got the front lower bulkhead attached to the chassis. All that's good. The only thing that you are going to need extra in this kit that they do not include is these screws right here. So the TRA3937. These are 4x12 button head screws from Traxxas, and they go right here in the front 2 screw holes. So they include the 3 4x14 screws, but they don't include the 4x12. So just to button up the front, we just need these pack of 3-9-3-7 screws.
And let's clear our throats. Okay, are you good, Chuck?
Good.
You good?
I'm good.
I'm good now.
Okay, good. We're good. So that was some of the build.
Yeah.
We'll call this part 2 because part 1 was on 103.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the beginning of this build and you're just tuning in to AltRC for the first time, go check out episode number 103 for part 1.
Do you know what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
I'm excited for someone to buy this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm excited
And they
to
can
see-
have the first ready-to-run car that we've put out
Yeah.
under our own VIN number.
URC001.
And then you get to build number 2, number 3.
Well, maybe we
and
won't
other
build
vehicles.
anymore since the DR10's coming out.
Maybe.
But I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see how many people want this one, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. What
If
he's
there's a couple of people that wanted it and didn't get a chance to get it, we can build them for you.
Yeah.
And that's no issue.
custom build it too
Yeah.
to your specifications.
Yeah.
Or you could just say, hey, build it to what you think is going to be awesome.
Yep.
And we can do that too.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Put rockets in the back and everything for you. It'll be super fast.
Dirk wants to jet power his.
Is that like, would that be unlimited class?
Yeah, it would be. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like that doesn't fall under a 2S line.
Why not? Well, what if you run the jet turbine of a 2-cell?
No. I'm sorry. He wants to use like a rocket engine.
Oh, what if you ignite it with a 2-cell LiPo? Still 2-cell power. So
No.
Like, I'm not starting
No.
to get like into details, but I mean like,
No.
I used the 2-cell on that.
No,
rocket
because it
engine.
doesn't have a motor to propel it.
Fine. Yeah. But what if you had a motor on it too? It
No.
just didn't do anything.
No.
What if it did things?
No.
But the jet engines were just there to help.
No.
What if I used the electric jet engine?
No.
Why not? I
No.
can't build a jet car?
No.
Why not? All these rules?
I'm over it.
I saw a cool video where a guy put an air jet engine on his kid's scooter, and his kid was riding around on a jet-powered scooter, but it's just like air turbine.
Sweet.
Can I put that air turbine on?
No!
my Shoot! Oh, it's so close.
So before this gets out of hand,
Yeah.
we have some more footage of our drag racing spot, which we added 2 more rolls of carpet, so the racing was even more tight. We
Yeah.
also have a couple Traxxas. I can't even speak today.
Traxxas.
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 Traxxas. You got it. But it's the Traxxas DTS1 system. And we got some time slips to show you
Yeah.
too. So we were running about 61 feet. And the fastest time was 1.65.
Ooh.
That's right, 1.65 seconds for one of these cars to travel down the drag strip at 51.6 kilometers an hour. So
And some of the
pretty impressive.
like in the summer, some of the 132 feet I've watched,
They're
they're
like
doing
2.5.
that 1.6 seconds in that distance.
oh dang,
And they're like 80 to 95 miles an hour by the time they're at the end.
we got some tuning.
But I mean, lots of those cars are like the 1-cell cars where it's just like,
like rank.
you just like, you gotta literally line your car up and it's just,
Hopefully it goes
it's
straight.
gone. Oh, guys, drag race is gonna be so much fun.
So here's some footage of it. Oh. So there we go.
There we go. That's some drag racing.
That was some drag racing footage.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
That's all, folks. I guess it's that's all, folks.
I feel like you were gonna say bad to the bone,
We'll be right back
but we won't be
after messages from our sponsors.
We don't have any.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, Ultra RC Hobbies.
Yeah, check out Ultra RC Hobbies. Sponsor ourselves.
That's the end. It's been too darn cold to run cars.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get up next week for episode 105.
Yep. The Max is fixed.
Yeah.
I seen it.
The Max is ready to go. I've got 2 4-cells ready.
When we filmed last week's live for Facebook, I seen it in person.
Yeah, I re-glued the tires, got them all put back on. We're good to go.
It wasn't a 3-piece to the Max. It was a 1-piece to the Max.
Yeah. Until next episode, it'll be a 4-piece to the Max.
That's what you're calling it?
What?
4 pieces?
4-piece to the Max?
Yeah.
What? No.
You called it?
Not 4 pieces.
Hopefully
not. Like.
But yeah, it's been cold. But anyway, that's the end of Ultra RC Hobbies show, episode 104.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to ring that bell to get notifications on when we drop a new video.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to check him out on his social media, RC Deebs, and he is on Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube.
Indeed.
Don't forget to check out our website, www.ultrarchobbies.com. Don't forget to check all of our social media outlets.
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
and Snapchat.
You're on the ball.
Yeah.
But from all of us at Ultra RC Hobbies, we really do appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.